I was blown up by Herobrine. How did I do this? Obviously, Herobrine isn't in this world, but you can actually make it look like you were killed by anyone you want, and you can even do it in survival. Here's how. This trick is easily done in survival. All you have to do is go up to an anvil, put in a name tag, and name it whatever you want it to look like you've been killed by. So let's just put in Herobrine, for example. Then we'll just spawn in a mob, and of course in survival you would just find one of these, like let's say a zombie. We're going to name the zombie Herobrine. Now of course the zombie's burning up in the sun, but it can probably kill us before we burn to death. And it says Ibartham, which is my name, was slain by Herobrine. And it's super cool because you can use it with literally any name you want. So that could be anything from Entity 303 to Herobrine, to a name of a different player you know of. Maybe you want it to look like you were killed by a certain player. Whatever you want, you can totally do that. So for instance, let's say I want it to look like I was killed by myself. I would go just name the name tag my own name. Or I can name the spawn egg that as well. And you can actually see if you name the spawn egg that, you'll also get that to be the name as well. So then it'll be named Ibartham, because the name will travel over from the spawn egg, which is super cool. So when it kills me, it will say Ibartham was shot by Ibartham. So you can do that either way with the name tag. And of course, if you're in creative, you can name the spawn egg. But yeah, just a super cool trick, because then you can make it look like you're killed by anything you want. This would apply from anything. And the death messages, of course, are adapted. So something like a creeper would be blown up by. I now have a creeper, and I've named it Entity 303. If I get blown up by it, it'll say Ibartham was blown up by Entity 303. Now, if I, just as an example, if this wasn't named, what it would do is it would explode, and it would say it was blown up by creeper, but the word creeper will be replaced by whatever you name that spawn egg as, or of course in the case of survival, whatever you name the mob as with a name tag. So it's just a super cool little trick, a good way to trick your friends, make it look like, players in your world that's not, or something like Herobrine trolling, or whatever you want. Just a super cool little trick, and hopefully you can use that to troll your friends in your own world.